Federal and Vassar just before 7 o'clock. What I understand at this time is at about 6:45, officers responded to a dispatch call of a stabbing, a man with a knife, at the corner of Harvard and Federal. Officers arrived on scene very quickly and observed a male party. They parked a significant distance away, exited their cars. At that point in time, this individual displayed that he had a knife, began advancing towards the officers. The officers then began issuing commands for him to drop the knife and stop his advance. He disregarded those commands and continued his advance. At some point in time, one of the officers deployed a pepper ball on the individual. That had no effect. He continued his advance against the officer's commands. Shortly thereafter, another officer deployed a taser, and again that had no effect. The individual continued his advance towards those officers. Ultimately, one of the officers fired their weapon multiple times, striking the individual. He fell at that location. An ambulance was responding already to the call, to the dispatch call, so they were there very quickly. Were able to put the party in an ambulance and transport him emergent to Denver Health Medical, where he currently is in critical condition. At this point, we've initiated our officer-involved shooting protocol, so the involved officers, we believe at this time just one officer fired. Another officer was on scene at the time of the use of force. Both of those officers have been transported to headquarters, where they will be interviewed, and an investigation will take place. That's a multi-agency investigation under the observation of the independent monitor. Ultimately, the results of that investigation will be presented to the district attorney for their review. Can I answer any questions?
The original call for a stabbing, was there a victim beyond the individual? Anybody else hurt?
So initially, again, the call was of a stabbing, but it appears that the individual had been cutting himself. So
no secondary person.
Correct. We don't believe that there was a second victim. There was a caller who just reported stabbing man with a knife. As we arrive, it appears as though the wounds were self-inflicted.
Taser deployed, pepper balls deployed.
Correct.
Any idea if any of those hit or came in contact in any way with this person?
We do believe that he was struck by both of those less lethal devices, but they had no effect.
What type of knife was he using? Was it a big one, or was it just like a pocket knife?
Well, it wasn't a pocket knife. I think we'll wait till the results of the investigation are complete to reveal what kind of knife it was, but it was certainly a threatening weapon.
Is this anybody that you have any history with, mental health conditions, somebody known to officers?
I don't believe it's someone who's known to officers at this time. I'm sure that will be part of the investigation, whether or not there's any mental health component.
Why are all these cars parked along the street?
We're just preserving the scene, so there's going to be a pretty significant investigation into this incident, as there always is in a critical incident, and so we're just, blocking off enough of the scene so the investigators can do their work.
Did this happen outside in someone's yard, in the middle of the street?
This happened in the middle of the street. So as I said, the officers parked a significant distance away, and that individual continued towards them for quite a distance before they felt threatened and had to use force.
Chief, do you know if that person was saying anything as he made those advances?
I don't know at this time.
You said transported currently in critical, best of your knowledge?
That is correct.
The other officers who are going to headquarters, beyond the one you believe was the only one who fired shots, will the pepper ball or any of those people also have to be involved in the review?
Yes. So there were only 2 officers on scene at the time that force was used, and so both of those officers will be part of that review. Any further questions?